Hey, this is Dash, and today I'm out at the Weber Kettle, but I got some cleaning up to do and setup to do so I can get this ready. I want to use the rotisserie and cook some chickens and make something for a future video. So stay tuned while I get this cleaned up, get the rotisserie set up, and I have 2 chickens I have to cook or 1 to cook. Get ready. All right, so I got the grill going. Next thing is I need to get my chickens seasoned, cleaned and seasoned. So let's get these out of the packages. All right, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to try and skewer this first and then season it, or what. I don't quite know, but I'm trying to decide if I'm going to have the chickens this way, maybe on the rotisserie. But let's pin this wing back. Pin this wing up. Maybe. This wing is messed up, so that's not going to work. More feathers. All right, so I'm no professional here, and I don't quite know how to like tie or truss up a chicken, but what I do think I'm going to do is just tie some string on, butcher's twine on the legs to keep them kind of in. The wings seem to be fine. That one wing that's broken, I might just have to figure something out to do with that. But I'm going to try and figure that part out. I'll bring you guys back once I'm done. I'm going to rinse these chickens off real quick before I get them out on the cooker. I'm going to season them when I get out there and I get them on the rotisserie. I'll see you guys outside. All right. So I am back out at the Weber Kettle back in Charlotte. It's been a minute. I know. We're using some other stuff today. Well, as of late. Oh yeah, that's hot. Can we talk about how good my grill smells right now? I mean, it smells like steak got cooked on it recently. It's just random, I know. All right, so let me get some water down in the trough in a second. But the main course here is these chickens. So let's get them down in here. All right. So for today's cook, I'm using, this is a new seasoning from Uncle Steve. This is magic ribs. And I know it's not ribs, it's chicken, but it'll be all right. Make sure all of the crevices have some seasoning. Uncle Steve, I need a re-up. One thing I forgot to do was get the water down into the rotisserie thing. So let's add some water. All right. We are off to the races. I feel like I'm gonna save this last bit of seasoning for touching up the chicken as it cooks and moves around. So let's get that over here. But need a wood source. Let's get some wood down in there. So I have applewood stashed. Of course it fell right into the water trough. There we go. All right, so I have applewood stashed on the side of my porch here, and as you know, things happen, and as I cook, I've been using it from my now deceased apple trees I had in the yard. But I'm going to let this go. The bottom, I'm going to close off to about halfway. And the lid, I'll get the dome on. I will also have that about halfway. We don't need these, I don't need these chickens done anytime soon. So I'm not going to rush this. I'm just going to let these guys sit out here for a while, see what happens. All right, so let me just tell you, this applewood smelling good. Let me get this thing opened up. So it's been a half an hour. Figured I would check this out. Oh yeah. Everything looks pretty good. Starting to get some color. If I were better at tying up the chickens, they wouldn't be moving around so much. But I'm not. I don't claim to be. But it'll be alright. The thing that I'm doing with these chickens is not... The thing that I'm doing with these chickens, this is not going to be the final result. But that could be a thumbnail. Alright. So, but I'm going to be doing something with these chickens. So at this point, I just need to cook them. I don't really care how they look. I do want them to taste good though, but so far so good. They're looking pretty good. I'm not even worried about the temperature just yet. I'll come back out here and check these in another half an hour. Okay, so it's been another half an hour and I'm to the point where I pulled out the thermometer. We're gonna start temping the chicken to see what it's doing. All right. Looks good. Smelling good. Which was ain't crazy, but I'm glad. Oh yeah, 114. We got a ways to go. All right, well, I'm gonna let the chicken hang out for another hour before I come out and check it. Charcoal looks good. Show you guys what that looks like. In case you didn't know, I didn't mention it, but I'm using the slow and sear. I have water in the trough. Water in the trough, and then I put a piece of applewood over top. I'll check on this in an hour. All right, so I came outside and I see this. We are smoking away. I turned the, oh my goodness. I opened up the vent some, and the top and the bottom vent, and we are cooking. Woo! Let's get a nice B-roll of this. Yeah. Yeah, look like we got some ignition going on in there. So I figured I'd turn up the heat. I let the smoke get on the chicken for, I think that was an hour or so, before I turned up the heat to, I won't say let it cook, but let the heat, come on, turn off. There we go. Let's check the temp. Oh yeah, we're at 140. All right, so let's see. There you go, 140 there, 142. What is that, 145? All right, we are getting there. Ooh. Chicken's definitely looking good. Oh, that might be part of the reason why the heat went up. The water evaporated completely out of the water pan there. So I'll get some more water back in there and we'll continue this cook. I'll check it in another half an hour or so. Oh yeah, buddy. So, seems like my, oh my goodness, look at this color. All right, so it's all the steam. It seems like my wood is dissipated. So, but oh man. Yeah, buddy. Rotisserie chicken at home. All right, so let's stop the $156. Let's see what the thigh temperature is. 152. All right, so we got a little bit more time to go. Little more to go. I'm gonna knock the apple back up in the coals. I thought it was all dissipated because I wasn't seeing anything, but I'm trying to not get the steam there. But you can see we still have some life in it. But man, oh man, looking good. Smells good. When last time you guys did a rotisserie chicken at home? It's been a while since I've done rotisserie chickens. What? Man, they look good and they smell good too. All right, so I'm back out at Charlotte and this smell, I wish you guys could smell this. I don't know though. That color. Woo! Look at that. Oh yeah, 160. Oh wait, there we go. This one's a 154. So I would say I would leave it for a little bit longer, but nope, I'm gonna pull it. So I told you before that this is not the final cook for this chicken, but I won't say, if you know me and have heard me on my channel,
guess what? What? Chicken butt.
this is my favorite piece of the chicken. The chicken butt? Dude, you've never heard me talk about chicken butt. Straight. Fire. Oh my goodness. Uncle Steve sent me that seasoning a while back, kind of as a tester. I'm gonna need some more of that. And you're gonna need some of it too. Yo, fire. Fire. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get these chickens off the spit here, the rotisserie, and get them in the house, get them rested. I'm actually gonna taste a little bit of it just to show you guys, to tell you guys what I feel or how I feel with the chickens. And then, like I said, there's gonna be another video, so stay tuned. I'm gonna go get the chickens. I'll be right back.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Oh, yeah. I should have used the bigger tray. My goodness. Woo! So my tie job around the legs to kind of hold everything together, when I say it barely contained the chicken. Look, I'm just gonna yank this. So I didn't tell you guys, but I'm pulling this chicken. So I was just gonna yank this off. Here we go. Yank this off of here because I'm pulling this chicken. And I'll cut the, oh, I have some other chicken bones in the freezer. I was gonna say maybe I'll save these bones as well for a soup. All right, that's going in the sink. I need somewhere to put the bones. Oh, look, These chickens are for my family. So before you give me grief about eating skin, there was a video I did and someone said, "Oh my God, I can't believe you tasted the food while you were cooking." Yeah. All right. Whew. Try not to make a mess here because I used the smallest tray possible. I should use the bigger tray. But I'm pulling this chicken. Like I said, I'm doing something else with that. So you will have to stay tuned. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll get some foil. Put the bones on the foil. And I can save them for future cook. Oh, sorry. I'm eating them. We're gonna pull the flats off the wings because, duh. All right. So I'm just gonna stand here and pull this chicken. If you've never seen someone pull a chicken before, it's pretty self-explanatory. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it done. And when I finish, I will talk to you guys before I close out the video. And again, invite you to stay tuned for the next video where I do something with this rotisserie or pulled rotisserie chicken. I'm torn between trying to get as much meat off of these bones or leaving some for an eventual soup base. Comment below if you want to see that soup being made sooner than later, because I know I've say teased at the soup a time or two as well, and I haven't done it yet. So I'm taking the skin for me. Yeah. All right, so I never told you guys what I was doing, and so I'm gonna hint at what I'm doing. So I told you guys before that my wife has, or I told you guys before I'm gonna start trying to do more cooks at home. and I'm gonna bring you guys along for these cooks at home. Well, my wife said, hey, you know how, and we've seen videos on Instagram where the caption basically says, I'm saving this video of someone cooking something to a collection that I'll never actually do anything with. So my wife saw one of those videos a while back, and she said, hey, what if I start sending, or it said, or the caption was something along the lines of, my wife and I, or my spouse and I, send these videos back and forth to each other in hopes that they will cook, or they will cook this thing for me, and they never do. So my wife said to me the other day, how about I send you some videos for you to actually follow through and have to cook? So that's what I'm doing. So this video is based off of a reel she sent me from Instagram, where a guy took a rotisserie chicken from Sam's or wherever, and he made it into a chicken cobbler, a chicken cobbler. But he took two, it seemed like smaller rotisserie chickens. This chicken I made, or these two chickens, are huge. There's just 4 of us now that that taste tester number 1 is away at school, and I won't need to use both chickens. So I'm going to keep this chicken for our dinner tonight, and this chicken will be for our dinner tomorrow. So you guys are going to have to join me later when I make the chicken cobbler from this rotisserie chicken that I cooked here today. So thanks in advance for checking out that video. Oh, chicken wing, yes. Ooh. Ooh. This rib seasoning is just enough sweet, just enough savory. Oh. If you made it to the end, comment chicken wing down below. Oh, that's gonna make a fantastic soup. Anyway, thanks again. Deuces.
More butter, baby.